All right, we got another lesson learned on the old Galaxy that I want to share with the entire world, which somebody may have already put this out there, but I just learned it this weekend. And it has to do with the alternator charging system. If I look like a wreck, I've been doing some landscaping around the pad, the shop slab, and I'm out of shape, I'm gonna admit it. Just raking a ton of dirt because trying to do a little grading by hand with a rake, and yeah, I'm tired. But so this was converted from a generator to an alternator, and if you have this style voltage regulator right here, just standard Ford voltage regulator, if your generator light does not come on the dash, well, or alternator light, battery light, whatever you want to call it, does not come on, yeah, listen to that door, on the dash, when you turn the key on, then more than likely you're going to have a charging problem. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If that light does not come on, 9 times out of 6, your alternator's not going to charge. And I'll show you why. All right, so here's the deal. Now this diagram is for a 64 Ford Galaxy, but it's for a Galaxy that still has a generator. I've converted to alternator, but we use all the same wiring. And so, yeah, these are my granddaughter's training chopsticks. They make good pointers. So this yellow and black wire right here goes all the way around and goes into the, where is it? The ignition switch, oh, generator indicator right there. So it comes to here. This black with green wire that's also goes to it goes to the ignition switch, and it is hot with the key on. So we've got power and we're looking for a ground. Well, and it'll get a ground from the voltage regulator, this pin right here, when the alternator isn't turning. But what this circuit also does, is it puts the 12 volts to this thing to turn it on. And then once you start the engine, the alternator starts charging and everything's beautiful. If you don't have that 12 volts to turn this thing on, and it's only moment, I mean, it's there the whole time the key's on, but you only require it momentarily. Because the way I figured this out was I jumpered from this terminal, which is battery voltage, I jumpered over here for a second and bam, turned it on, and it stayed on even though I pulled my jumper wire out. So that's what's going on. And I will show you a diagram that shows the warning light as being optional, the dash light. But if you don't have the dash light, wherever it went, the generator indicator, if you don't have this light, then you have to have some kind of a resistor or something to put this 12 volts to the regulator to give it the initial, hey, wake up and start doing your job signal. Okay, so here's the diagram car is wired to now. And like I was telling you, the optional instrument cluster charge lamp, something has to be there to put 12 volts to that I terminal on the regulator. Now another option you could do is to run a wire from the positive side of the ignition coil to the I, just something so that it turns off when the key's off. or it could be throwing field current to the alternator all the time, even while the key's off, and if you were to hotwire that eye to the 12 volts and theoretically kill your battery. I haven't tried it, don't care that much. I know how it works now. I make it work the way it's supposed to work. Here's another little something I learned while I was working on the old gal this weekend. Watch this. See how the glug and you never hit what you're aiming at? Look at that. That's pretty smooth. Huh. Now I didn't think of that. I saw it on YouTube and I really just tested it this weekend, and it did work. And it works for all the bottles shaped like this. Oil bottles, these things, yeah, the big and the small quart bottles. It's pretty darn amazing. So there you go. I've been out here watering the slab, so maybe it'll grow into a big building one day. I didn't give proper props to Jason Rayburn Construction, the guy that did this slab. He did an absolutely fabulous job. It is almost dangerously smooth when I come out here to wet it down so that it cures nice and hard. But if you call him, and I'll put his business card or his contact info in the corner. But if you call and tell him you saw his info on this channel, he'll take his bid, cut it in half, and then double it, and you'll get a good deal. So just remember, you told him you saw it on the 50 Pound Brain channel. All right, it's the end of a long day. Got a lot of things done. Watered the slab, it's starting to grow. Fixed the charging problem on the Galaxy, and did some stuff around the house here for Mom while I'm in town. So it's been a good day. I'll be glad when the building goes up. Next step is the building constructors making my building. I'll get a call from them probably in 4 weeks to get a down payment and set up a stand-up date. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications, all that jazz.